Welcome to another sizzling episode of Fire Starters. Today I am with the bitches in charge, Patsy, who runs the ICE, which is ICE, and Muriel from Lost and Found. Hey ladies, welcome to Fire Starters. Woo, woo, woo. Patsy, please introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Patsy Hamilton. My burner name is Party Hamilton, and that happened because back in the day, there used to be a mess card with your picture and your name, and they misspelled my name. Well, they wrote my name as Party Hamilton, and then it stuck. So I'm Party Hamilton, and I run ICE, or I'm with my team. You know, I'm like the adult there, but the team does most of the work. When did I join the community? I joined the community in 2016. That was my first burn. That was the cold year, for those who've been going for a while. And it's been kind of on my peripheral, Africa burn. I have a lot of people in my life who have been. And then in 2015, my sister went, and 2016, finally, the stars aligned, and I had a job, and I had a car, and I could make it because, you know, it up to then, life kind of just prevented it from happening. And I volunteered for ICE from my first burn. So I have been involved with ICE. I have sold ICE. I have flung ICE. I have collected ICE. I have ordered ICE. I have eaten ICE. I have divvied out ICE. I have gifted ICE. All along. So it's kind of in my blood.
Patsy, bitches in charge. Muriel, please introduce yourself, how you got involved, what you do.
Okay. So my name is Muriel. I've been doing Africa. I don't have a burner name. I'm happy with my name. Then I have to remember it, so I don't want to. Yes, I've been involved in Lost and Found since 2016. I did a couple of shifts there with my friend Justine. And 17, I was going to be an assistant, and unfortunately, she passed away 2 months before the event. So I took it on, and since then, I've been the lead. So yeah, so it's quite interesting. What we do is we look after all the stuff that is found. We don't go and collect it ourselves. We have people bringing it. They say, "Oh, I found this," so they give it to us. We tidy it and we look after your stuff until you can come collect it. So it is not a shop. You don't come to Lost and Found to go shopping because you want a hat. No, but yeah. But it is actually a place where we look after your stuff for you to come and collect it. And also, don't come just at the beginning. Come more at the end of the event. That way, we're more likely to have things, because people find things and they say, "Oh, I'm going to bring it to Lost and Found," and they forget because they're distracted, because it's a big distraction. There's so many things to see and hear and do that you forgot. And on the third day, you think you've been here for a week already, because there's so much stuff been going on. You're like, "What's the day today? Oh, it was yesterday I saw you." So yeah, now that's how we do it. So we, I've got also a second lead, Chrissy. So we work alternatively. So there's always one of us there, and then we have volunteers coming. So we don't want more than 2 volunteers a shift. Our shift are 3 hours from 10 until 1 o'clock, and 1 o'clock until 4. And that's it. We look after your stuff. We make sure that we give it to the right people.
Fun fact. So yes. So initially, when I joined, we were still called the Ice Palace, or the Ice Palace, and we were just literally a table with chairs and an ice truck. And these were our crowns, and we wore them very proudly. And then we rebranded, and we made it, we got a little more professional. We now have a tent so that people don't have to stand in the sun and we have sort of a 50s ice cream shop theme going. And now your desk jockeys will wear a little hat like this. See, so we are the best dressed crew on site. And we are the coolest crew on site.
Literally.
And literally, yes. And even if you didn't get to sign up for a shift, come come to the ice tent, hang out. You know, we can always use an extra pair of hands. We'll never throw you, send you away or anything. So come hang out, help out, toss a bag of ice, do whatever it is that you need to do. That's great. Hot tip? Yeah, hot tip. It's not that hot, it's more practical. And this is now my brain just going, just practical. Bring something to carry the ice in, because the bags is cold. So if you're carrying it in your hands, then you end up
After a while, yeah.
after a while your hands are
numb.
frozen and you're numb, and your camp is like in the nosebleed section over there. And so bring a bag to carry your ice in. And adult beverages for the ice crew is always very appreciated.
Thank you.
Okay.
And fun facts. Well, we have very interesting items coming.
Awesome, I can expect that.
So,
What's
yeah.
the most interesting one?
I don't know. Everybody asks me this every year, and it changes according to.
Last year, the homemade dildo.
Yeah, we had a homemade dildo. I'm thinking DPW. And it was interesting shape, and sometimes we have like 1 year we had very crusty G strings, or during the 2017 when it was the year of the shit where everybody got sick. Yeah, it was like diarrhea galore, and unfortunately, and then when I'm about to pick up something, there's something underneath that. I just left it for the move, not for the lost and found. It was for the move. But yeah, and then one other tip that I can give you is do not bring things that are valuable to yourself that you're not ready to lose, because you can be guaranteed that you're gonna have a shit burn if you don't actually let go of it. Because a lot of people, they lose this stuff and they're like, oh well, it's gone in the desert, and so they don't come back. That's why we have a lot of leftovers. They're just like, they let go and they say, oh, I lost it. Some other people, they come every single day and that thing is not being returned to us. So, and I had people getting upset. Why do you have all this and you don't have my stuff? I said, I only get what people give me. So this year as well, we're going to try to make sure with the theme camps that we can collect every day. I'm going to try to see with DPW if we can do that, where once a day we're going to collect their lost and found, because they tend to wait until the Sunday and it's a bit late. So people have been looking for their stuff for a week.
Yes.
And then they forget where they lost their stuff. For many reasons. But yeah, so just don't bring something that is valuable that you're not ready to lose, because it will ruin your burn and you will think about it and you will not enjoy it, what's going on around you.
I've been volunteering, and my thing has always been, I come to all the volunteer days. I will work my fingers to the bone in the city, but when I'm on site, I belong to ICE. So don't ask me to do anything else. I do ICE and I do nothing else. That's always been sort of the thing. And I volunteer because, first of all, you meet the coolest people. People come. I volunteer because it's what makes the thing tick, and I'm part of it. I'm in the trenches. I'm not just on the outside looking in, being an observer, or I'm not there to just party. So, and when you do volunteering right, that is the party. So yeah. I strongly advise, if you are still out there and you're wondering, oh, what to gift a shift. There's a lot of shifts still open at the gate. The Heck, I know they are still looking for people. Greeters in the evening shifts. So yes, people want to go out and party at night, but you know what? You take the party to where you volunteer. Yeah. And the nighttime is great because people arrive, they're tired, they've maybe had cuck on the road, and you there with your smile and your hug and your laughter, and fucking just do it. Just do it. Don't even think about it, just do it.
Awesome. If it doesn't belong to you, bring it to us. We'll make it happen for the people. We have beautiful stories where people are so stressed out And then when you give them and they start to cry. I mean, it's just like so much pent up emotions and disappointment that it's just like for them. So the shift are fun. People like to come and do the shift because you have that when you actually can give it and the person is really grateful. Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling. Yeah, kind of, and like they're super happy, and I was like, yeah, thanks. I just looked after it. I didn't find it, but they're like, you know.
What are the challenges you've had? Obviously, remind us about money because there's no tapping there. Ice is the only thing with accommodating.
Yeah. Well, so ice is the only thing that is for sale at the burn, and there's no real challenges. I mean, the challenge is getting ice to the burn, and people don't realize. So I get a lot of, why don't you just make it on site? Well, we sell about 3.5 to 4 tons of ice a day. 4 tons of ice a day. So that, I mean, roughly 25 to 30 tons of ice in the week. There's no way you can make it. So our supplier starts making ice for us in February. So, I mean, and yes, it comes by truck. We have trucks running up and down. So yeah, and then also we're all volunteers. So when you come to the ice and you may be standing in line and maybe somebody is pissy, just, we work hard. We party hard, but we work hard. So, and I think that's the only real challenge. I mean, one year we took a lot of verbal abuse and every time, it was a hot year. And then, yes, and
not enough.
there was not enough, and it was horrible. And but yeah, so we take a lot of verbal abuse, and now I give it back because in the first year or so I was quite polite, but now I'll just give it right back and whatever.
Yes,
and then it's like, and then it's water off the duck's back, and then we carry on, and we'll do it again next year, and yeah. So this I mean, I think that's the biggest challenge is that people don't understand logistically what it takes to provide ice, and that's it.
Well, some people kind of lie.
Yes.
A lot of them lie. So you got to look at themselves in the eyes and you ask them to describe the item. They don't come and look around. You got to describe your item. And then from there on, I can tell you if it's there or not. And the beginning, it's easy because it's empty. By the end of we close on the Monday at 1 o'clock. We don't do the afternoon anymore because we waited for 3 hours for 2 people. So no. And also we're packing then. We're packing on the Monday afternoon. We're packing all the leftovers that people didn't collect. And then that goes on the truck that comes back here to Cape Town. And then until the 15th of June, we let people. So I come back after the burn and I take, when the goods trucks come back with all the stuff, I take a photo of everything. And I post it on the Lost and Found Facebook page for the year. So every year is a different one. And then you get in contact with me or Bongi because Bongi is always here. And then we arrange for you to make an appointment to come and pick up your stuff. It's not like come in and get what you want. Organize it because there could be reasons why nobody's here to help you out. And then we do that until the 15th of June. And after the 15th, then we donate. So 90% of the leftover we got good donations. So Bongi also have contact with homeless organization, and then we made bags. She's also another organization where they create bags for women who lives on the street. So they get a hat, if there's a hat, they get a bottle, some clothes, leftover clothes that have been cleaned. And so it's just like we pass it on to the people who need it, not just because we had people wanted to sell the item, but it's we're not here to make money. We're here to actually create an event, something for a week. So the rest need to go to the people who actually need it and not want it. challenges. There's sometimes you have people who either they want to change your way or they're upset because you don't have their stuff. And they start arguing with you, and I'm like, wow, I didn't lose it.
Exactly.
You try not to be pointing the finger back at them because it's already bad for them to have lost it. So we try to be compassionate, but sometimes it's a little challenging. But otherwise, all in all, it's really fun. It's really fun and it's really rewarding, but it's hard work. By the Sunday, Monday, this is when I start to lose my... because on the Monday morning, when people are ready to go home, they lost the spirit of the burn. They go back to the selfish themselves. And then you have to say, hang on, guys, you still have the burn. It would be a good idea to carry on that mentality in the real world.
Yeah.
But at least trying to do it here and be respectful. There you go. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so very much, guys, for listening to Patsy telling us about the eyes, Muriel with Lost and Found. If you want to sign up, please, you can still sign up on signup.com. Otherwise, show up because we're literally like 2 weeks away from the burn.
Sometimes people take a shift and they can't make it for whatever reason. So that's why there's always one of us there on top of the volunteers. We don't leave it only to volunteers, unless we know them. If they know what to do, then we can just go and walk and enjoy the burn.
Okay, you heard it from them in charge. So if you have, if you wanna come through, please come through. We always are in need of volunteers. We're always in need of people to just assist, be there, showing up. And with that, thank you so much. See you in the dust. Woo-woo.